Hi guys, and welcome to another The Beginner Experience video. Today we will talk about events, and in particular the 10 days event and 5 days one. You can see that this month event is the Silver Banshee one. You have two kind of nodes that are, I will go quickly into this because you probably know all about that, and they are the normal nodes and the boss nodes. The boss nodes will feature the named boss usually, while so during the boss node of Silver Banshee you will fight against Silver Banshee, while the node before the boss node will feature um, the other opponent or just unnamed guys, and the other opponent is available once you get to the higher levels. So here, as you can see, you will fight Grodd because he's the other guys from this event. The featured event are a particular kind of event because it will allow some kind of hero to have some buffs. As you can see, let's say Silver Banshee here has 250% bonus health, and it's the way for a beginner to gain some margin, some health, and beat the event with a limited roster because you cannot use all your heroes. For example, as you can see, I can use my Superman, but I cannot use, let's say, my Reverse Flash or um, let's say, I don't know, Cheetah or whoever, because there's a limited um, roster of characters available. This is the best way to get your shards. It's the most efficient way to gain shards for each month. You will gain up to 1,100 shards for the featured hero, but you may not be interested in that. So let's talk about how you want to tackle those kind of events and what's the best part for let's say a free-to-play player to tackle those kind of events. You have to understand that your total energy each day is equal for everyone. May you be at level 1 or 10,000, you will get 12 energy each hour, up to a total of 288 energy each day just for the time passing by. You will have a cap, so it will be more difficult for, let's say, a guy who's capped at 70 energy to use that efficiently against, let's say, one at level 80 that has a pool of 129 energy max. From the daily quest from the void, which is done by simply clicking on the void collector once in each day, you will gain 5 energy. And from the daily quest Shazam, which means that you have to play one upgrade event, the one for the gear, the legendary essence, whatever, or this 10-day or 5 days event, you will gain 20 energy. So the total you will get for free without spending any kind of gems is 313. And as you may read from the running the 5 per heroic chapter 1 nodes and 5 per normal nodes, chapter 1 normal nodes, you will spend to do in the most, let's say, minimalistic way your daily normal quest, 75 energy. This will leave you with 238 energy to be spent on your 5 days heroic, like the one as you saw before, the one with Doomsday, or it will leave you, you will need 356 energy to run the full 10-day heroic challenge. And this is not even something that you want to do in a single day without spending any kind of gems, because you may tackle this kind of event splitting it on multiple days. So on the first day you may want to complete, let's say, 230 worth of energy nodes, and on the second day you will complete the other part, repeating some nodes that you may need. And it's important to understand where you can reach, what's the maximum level that you can reach. Let's say you may find yourself able to complete the event up to, I don't know, the 19th node. This will mean that your maximum shards that you will be able to gather during the event is restricted to the node. You will not be able to get up to the full 1101. But let's keep this in mind, and we will talk about this in a moment. What you may want to consider is that the event, if they don't change it, will start on a PvP day on Saturday, and will follow on another PvP day on Sunday. So you don't have to bother to, let's say, let down your alliance and not helping them gathering your points on the start of the event. And that's why I said that you can split it into 2 days. So you will be able to complete your daily quest for 75 energy each day, and then you can complete the featured event. And that's important. That's the most important part. Obviously, you can say, I'm farming, let's say, Dr. Fate, and each node is worth 14 energy. So you may say, I need 12 more energy, and you may get that from Alliance Shop or from your opening PvP packs, or you want to buy some energy. That's not the point of this discussion. I will think about the bare minimum energy that you need. And as I said, you have those energy to be spent on the heroic challenges, and you will need 22 for the 5 days heroic to complete the whole event, and you will need 356. So it's you will need to buy, if you want to do it in a single day, up to 130 energy to just complete it. The point is that you don't need it. You don't need to complete the events in a single day. And as I said, you want to upgrade your heroes up to where you can spend, because you need this is from the wiki, and I will link all those, let's say, websites in the comments and in the description. You will need a number of shards to achieve, let's say, a desired rank. And thus, as a free-to-player, I suggest you, unless you are really crazy loving the featured character, just to stop at L4, because you won't have the resources to get a character to Legendary 5 if you are just starting. And the let's say the expense of the energy each day, if you want to repeat each node, is so taxing your resources that you will slow down the rest of your gaming, because if you want to do all the 10-day event each days, you will need there are 4 nodes for 20 energy and 4 nodes for 35 energy. This means that it's way more than the one you are given, and you have to spend gems or carry from the days below before, or be lucky with the alliance shop. And I don't think it's the case if you are a starting player or a returning player or whatever. You don't want to spend money on the game. There are so many free-to-play players that achieve Legendary 5 each month, but again, maybe they have saved their gems or whatever. Let's say you want to stop at Legendary 4, which is what I suggest you to do. You need just 790 shards for the hero, and you may do that by following a simple plan, which is this one. Again, all the data will be shared in the discussion, and the comment and description. Let's say if you want to achieve Legendary 4, you have a plan to just complete based on which rank you can achieve. If you can complete the event up to the last node, you will need to just repeat 41 times the nodes. So you don't need to run every day all the 35 energy one because you have 20 days to run 4 times that 20 energy one, which means that you will have already 20 repetition of those. You need just 21, right? Um, that's meaning that it's easier for you not to spend on the, let's say, expensive one. If you cannot complete the last node, and it's not the case in the last events because they are becoming easier and easier, you will need 100 because you may be reach the last uh, the one before the last node. So you will need 100 repetition, and that means that it becomes harder and harder because each day you will complete 4, and you have 20 days. So that's the easy part, and you had to do some 35 one. Or you may not be able to reach that, and you may want to reach you may be able to reach the 19th node, as we said. So if you can clear up to the 19th node, you will only be able to get the hero up to Legendary 2. And this means that you will need a lesser number of repetition and you can spend your energy accordingly. And as I said, I will link the let's say spreadsheet and the wiki after it's done. On the wiki, there's this precious article which showcase which is the accumulated number of fragments that you can reach. As you can see, the first time you run a node, you will get 2 shards, and on the following runs, you will get 3 shards only on the boss nodes. And thus, the total number you will get from the very first single run is 284, and you will get subsequent 24 each day if you complete every boss node. You can do, let's say, your calculation here or on the other spreadsheet is the same. It's just as much as you prefer. And this is about the heroic events. You have to run the first node, obviously, the first time, and you can speed force the second time. The game doesn't care how you complete that. If you complete with 1 star or 3 star, you will get the same amount of rewards. That's meaning that I suggest you that you fully run the event and you understand what's your breaking point, which is the node that you cannot beat, or if you can complete the whole event. And after that, you decide which kind of upgrade you want to be, because if you can get, let's say, 600 shards as a maximum, you won't go in there and gaining all those. You will stop at 550 because all the remaining one are just basically wasted. So the spreadsheet will allow you to understand what's the maximum legendary level that you can achieve, while this other spreadsheet will allow you to understand how many nodes you have to run, and you can simply organize your days and maybe do different dailies in other nodes, just because you don't need to spend all those, let's say, 80 or 115 energy each day. Me personally, I just run the heroic events on the PvP days, or if I am crazy lucky, after reaching my expected threshold from Alliance PvE days. So if I want to get to, let's say, 40 heroics and 10 normals, after I spent all that energy, I will spend all the exceeding one running that 20 energy shard node. That's it. Just to recap, you will have enough energy to complete the nearly full 5-day event. You will just need 22 energy to complete that you can get by a single alliance shop lucky pool, or maybe void shard, or PvP packs, or whatever. And you will need, or maybe you can organize yourself, and during a PvP day you can save 22 energy, and you can move those up to the next days. And for the 10-day heroic challenge, it's even easier because you won't need to complete it every day for the full energy. If you want to complete it for the full energy every day, is 140 and 80 for the 80 for the 20 energy one, and 140 for the 35 energy one. So even in that case is manageable. You will just need you will just have enough energy, but it's a waste of time because as I showed with the other spreadsheet, you will just need a limited number of runs to complete the event. You won't need the whole 8 for 20 days, 160 runs of the event for L4. And if you go to L1, because maybe this is the first month that you tackle an event and it's hard for your roster, you don't have any kind of paywall character or the previous month character that will help you get into the next one. Just get as higher as you can, and you will eventually get the remaining shards from the shop or from the red alert if they choose to change the character in there, and so on. I will again link everything in the description. Um, I suggest you to complete the event as much as you can do each month, because the character until now, if they don't change it, are used in the next one. And because the restricted list is really limited sometime, being able to have some character that has some way of having bonuses in health or damages in other months or whatever, it's way better than going for with your normal one, because they will get 250% bonus health that it will help you a lot when you are starting. And that's it. This monthly event, this specific month event, it was pretty doable. It was not that much difficult. You could even do that with a single Doomsday, as I showcased. And again, if you have any question about the 10 days, feel free to ask. I will spend just a couple of words on the 5 days event, because as I said, is completely manageable with the normal energy you have. You will just need 22 energy to complete it daily. Here you can use whoever you want, but you will have bonus health or damage in other months or situation here. So you may use your favorite team. The one that I suggest if you are a starting player are the one that are based on call assist or snowbally kind of characters like Cyborg, Flash, Power Girl, Etrigan, and so on. you will have to run the event every day from the start. You cannot use Speed Force here to complete the first run of the event. The interesting thing here is that you will get about 60 shards for, let's say, Doomsday each day, and the nodes are repeatable. So you can repeat those as much as you want by spending energy, no gems, just energy, um, thus allowing you to, let's say, fine tune where you can take a character. Let's say I have right now the need of 125 shards just to be able to take him to L5. So if I am in the, let's say, mean part, and I will get exactly 60 shards each day, I can get even less because it's random, and that's why I'm not spending that much time about it. You have an, let's say, a sure part and a bonus part. The bonus part is completely random. You can get 0 or you can get the maximum or anything in between. And the last node, the 40 energy one, is the one that can give you from, I think the maximum is 13 to just a couple of shards. Like I think the minimum is 3 or 5. So I will run the event 2 times, and I will try to grind the last remaining shards by running the nodes that I need the most. The best node to run are the higher one because they have a wider spread, so the RNG can bless you in the higher part. But if you just need, let's say, a couple of those, just run the first node because it has a fixed part, which is 1 shard or 2 shard or 3 shard. The more you go up in the nodes, the better. And you can just rely on that instead of hopping in the RNG. And that's it. I hope that this is enough for you. If you have any question or everything, feel free to leave a comment or ask on Reddit. I will link everything that I talked about in the comment. There's the link to the Reddit post and the wiki. And thank you for listening, watching, and see you on the next video or stream. Bye bye.